we are live, I think. You miss it? Okay. Well, I was going to try to find my string to try to tie it, but how's it going, everybody? I actually have my phone correctly. I've not done enough of these lives to actually know what I am doing, but we are back with Friends Trivia, and we got quite a few questions here, and we're going to go through them. So, how you doing? How many of you have seen Friends? How many times? I've seen it at least over like 20 times. So what number are you guys at? All right. So I'm gonna start going off of these cards. There's two questions on each one. You can comment down below your answers, or I'm gonna give a 5 seconds in between each one, maybe somewhere right in there, or I might even talk for a second if I actually know the episode well enough. But as you can tell from yesterday's, I was not that great at actually getting my mind to remember some of these episodes because it's at least been 6 months since I've watched the show fully. I've kind of watched just random episodes. But let's get into this. All right. Question 1. What instrument did Ross originally want to play at Chandler and Monica's wedding? Bagpipes. And I remember Chandler was okay, see, this is what I did yesterday. So Monica said, "Why does your friend or your family have to be Scottish?" And then Chandler's like, "Why does your family have to be Ross?" All right. Number 2. What band played at Monica and Chandler's wedding? Wow, I would have not got this one. Do you know? How big of a fan are you? Because I thought I was a pretty big fan, but I guess I do not know that. But the answer is the Swing Kings. I remember hearing it, but not like that. All right, what did Monica make to get over her breakup with Richard? All right, come on, everybody. Just put your hands together. Well, I'm not praying, but in the episode, Chandler asks Joey, and I'm trying to go back through the question, so I'm not going to ruin it. But since it said make, okay, I can't really get what craft or food, but during the breakup, it was jam, and Chandler said, "Joey, if you could have a super hot model or jam, what would you want?" And he said, "Put your hands together." What country did Joey think is make-believe place where Tinkerbell and Peter Pan came from? The Netherlands. All right. In which item of clothing does Ross get stuck whistling? Yeah, whistling on a date. I know he gets stuck. Well, see, I'm very bad at this. So he's on a date. He wanted to try to spruce himself up, maybe make himself look a little young. He ended up getting very sweaty, put baby powder on his legs. What did he have? Leather trousers. Don't know why they can't just say pants, trousers. It sounds weird nowadays. What does Ross give to Ugly Naked Guy to try and bribe him into letting him rent his apartment? And I'm pretty sure everybody who was trying to rent the apartment from him gave this, but he gave a smaller version. I don't know how big, but it was a basket of mini muffins, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna, get this gift, and it's gonna help me out so much." But no, it did not. Where did the billionaire Pete Becker take Monica for their first date? I would have not got this one right. Rome. What is the name of Chandler's roommate who refused to leave in season 2? See, I'm very bad at this. I thought I really knew these, and maybe if I watched it recently, I would know. Do you know this one now? Eddie. I'm gonna knock my camera over doing that. What did Ross call his Halloween costume that combined a potato and a famous satellite? Everybody kept thinking something else. Sputnik. What is the name of the vampire theme porn film that Phoebe's twin sister starred in? Okay. I wouldn't have known that one either because I kind of already forgot that she did that. The Vampire Lair. What did Ross dress up as when he can't find a Santa suit to rent? Yeah, Ross. To give you more of a hint, I think it was Chandler was Joey was Superman. It was, didn't Chandler go as a bunny, or was that just for a different, that might have been for the Halloween one above. Well, not above that, but the Holiday Armadillo. And I want to say Santa oh, no, maybe that's what it was. Chandler dressed up as Santa. And then it was Ben wanted him to, or the armadillo to leave. And they said, oh, because if we're in the same room for too long, it can't happen. Alrighty. When Joey gets a job working at Monica's restaurant, what fake name does he use? Dragon. All right. What character ends up naked in a restaurant bathroom? And I want to say he ends up going on a date with some girl he went to school with a long time ago. Or that he either dated a long time ago. But she ended up getting him back. And it was Chandler. And I'm pretty sure he was just in women's underwear. So, yeah. And both of those were... Okay, I don't know. Which character was married to a Canadian ice dancer called Duncan? And I want to say he said that he was gay, but then told this person that he was getting married to a woman. And that was for Phoebe. She was the one that married a Canadian ice dancer. Who proposes to Phoebe in Barbados? I guess two people. Not who. There's two. Who are the two for bonus points there? If you get one, then just comment down below what that is. Dave and Mike. I actually liked Mike. I wish he could have stuck around a little longer and then the show didn't end. Ross's son goes to school with the son of which famous rock star? And Sting. And I'm pretty sure Phoebe tries to say that she's one of Ben's moms to try to get to meet Sting and then try to get tickets to the show. Why does Rachel sell her Sphinx cat? Who does Rachel sell her Sphinx cat to? That I didn't really know what the name was. That hairless cat would have been a little bit better of a name there. But it was Gunther, and that's because he's a creepo. Which, unfortunately, he passed away in real life. So, rest in peace, Gunther. But he was kind of a creep to Rachel. What is Ross's son from his first marriage called? I've already told you this, so if you were paying attention at all at the beginning, you will get it. Ben, which is the twin of the guy that played Zach and Cody, and one of the twins ended up playing in the 5 Feet Apart, which I actually liked that movie, but it was very weird once I realized it was him. The first time I watched it, didn't even know, because he just looked completely different with the black hair and everything, and then I saw the movie one more time. Well, okay, I've seen it probably like 4 or 5 times, but I saw that after that, and yeah, it's weird once you realize it was him. In order to stop Rachel flying to Paris, which part of the plane does Phoebe say is broken? And the answer to this question is it's not a real thing. The left phalange. All right. Who was Rachel's prom date at high school? Though, in a later season, early season, I think it was like 3, The Lobster. That's when Ross dresses up because he's going to go with Rachel because this gentleman did not show up until the very last second. And then he's heartbroken because she goes with Chip. Just reminds me of Chip Gaines. What is the name of the woman that leans out of the work of art that Phoebe gives to Monica? I would have not known that. Is it Gladys? Oh, right. I would have not known that. But she ended up making another one because I'm pretty sure it was Rachel and Phoebe are trying to see who gets that beautiful art. What basketball team do Ross, Joey, and Chandler support? Okay, this one's easy, unless if you don't know sports. But every time I see sport or see this team, I always think of Friends. The Knicks. What does Phoebe change her name to after marrying Mike? He goes as shitbag. What does she go as? And hopefully I can actually say it, because I could say it in my head, but it's a bigger word. Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. All right. What kind of animal is Joey's cuddly friend Hugsy? And Hugsy almost gets given to Emma, Ross and Rachel's child. It's a penguin, and it even has the little, guess you could have seen the answer, but it has the little goggles and a little flight suit. How old was Monica when she finally learned to tell the time? 13. All right. What is the name, or what is the surname of Phoebe's husband, Mike? I think that's, what's his last name to make that easier? I think they're just trying to be tricky with big words. Hannigan, who entered a Vanilla Ice lookalike contest and won. I was going to say Ross, but he came in 4th, which I kind of just gave you that a little bit because that probably would have been college, and it was Chandler. Which of Ross's girlfriends does he first meet at Monica and Chandler's wedding? And I don't remember that, I guess. I remember they dated, but I didn't know they met at their wedding. Mona. Ross had some pretty... Okay, yeah. Let's get into that. Ross had some pretty good-looking girls, and he always messed it up. Which I'm hoping later in life he doesn't mess it up with, even though it's hypothetical. I hope he wouldn't have messed it up with Rachel, but you never know with his track record. All right. On which ride at Disneyland did Ross have an accident after eating 10 tacos? I think they actually got rid of this ride, too. Space Mountain? Did they get rid of Space Mountain? Monica gets a job creating recipes using a fake chocolate product that goes by the name Mocklet. And I think it wasn't it like it burns your throat or burns to eat? But once you get past that, it gets easier. What did Joey want to call his son? He's green. He wanted to call him the Hulk. Why did Phoebe break up with Gary the cop? No, I think that was a science. I was gonna say because he wasn't sensitive or he wasn't muscular, but that was two other guys. That was the firefighter and the scientist. He shot a bird. That was the guy who ended up playing in the later seasons of Prison Break, and he was on another show. He's never been like my favorite actor, but he's not a bad actor. I'll give him that. But I don't really care for his political views, unfortunately, because I see a lot of that stuff and it's like he's too hardcore. I don't care if you're political, but when you get like real hardcore, that gets hard. And we're going to stop that because I don't care for political shit. What was the name of the game that Chandler invited to give Joey money? Cups. Red Solo Cup. And then he ends up playing with Ross later after Chandler gave him like $500 to $1,000, and then ended up having Ross take all the money. What is Chandler's middle name? Oh God, I would have never known that. Muriel. When playing a game and trying to name all of the states, which state does Ross have listed twice? I can't even remember all of them, and you're telling me I have to remember that? Well, good thing you guys are the one having to answer. Nevada. Okay. After Monica gets stung by a jellyfish, who pees on her to help remove the pain? And I'm just going to give this, it was either Joey or Chandler, because that was when I think Chandler was actually trying to hit on Monica for the very first time, kind of like, hey, what if for the last people? And they were at the beach. That's when the bald chick was there. That's friends with Phoebe that Ross was dating. And Joey did that little, or I think he fell asleep in the sand and they gave him boobs and like a tail like a mermaid and he wakes up. Funny part. But Chandler was the one that peed on Monica's sting because Joey is like, I tried to, but then I couldn't. I got stage fright. And then Chandler's in the corner going like, ah! And like freaking out. And he's like, I can still hear it at night. And Joey's like, that's because sometimes I talk about it outside your wall or bring it up. Which actor's shower does Joey get caught using? Which actor's shower does Joey get caught using without his permission? I have no idea who that is. Charlton Westlins. Very bad at pronouncing some words, as you can tell. Chandler falls asleep in a meeting and accidentally agrees to work in what city? Tulsa. What does Chandler's mother do for a living? Erotic novelist. What does Joey wear to Monica and Chandler's wedding? He was in a movie. To give you a better hint, might help you remember, it was the Army movie, and they were spitting, and I totally just gave that away. I was trying not to say Army, but an Army uniform. I was trying to say a movie, and the two guys were spitting at each other. They're like, you can't do that. Giving a little bit of that hawk too. What name does Ross give for the state of total awareness that's actually a type of sushi? Unagi. Why does Monica receive a Porsche as a gift from her father? This is when they're going through their parents' house in the garage because the parents are selling their childhood home. And it was because, okay, I'm gonna read the actual question. He used her childhood possession. Yeah, okay. So Jack ends up taking all the boxes of Monica's stuff, and I don't think he really knew it was Monica's, but they stacked it in front because the basement floods every year. And that all of her childhood memories were washed away except for Ross. And Jack and Ross tried to get some of that stuff and put it together. And hey, kitty. What did Joey throw on the fire, ruining his date with Ginger? Her artificial leg. What inappropriate song does Ross and Rachel sing to Emma to make her laugh? Oh, I don't know if it's really inappropriate, but a little bit. I think some people have done worse, but Baby Got Back. What is the name Ross gives to the extra layer of gravy-soaked bread Monica puts in the turkey sandwich? People hate this word, I'll say that, or some of the word, one of the words. The moist maker. Joey started as a detective with a robotic partner in the TV. Oh, starred, sorry. Joey starred as a detective with a robot partner in which TV series? Mac and Cheese. I got the blues. Joey buys the encyclopedia covering which letter of the alphabet from a door-to-door salesman. He comes in and lists all about these encyclopedias and did you know this and this and this? And then after like an hour, he's like, so would you like to buy it for this? And he's like, dude, I'm home at like noon or in the middle of the afternoon. You think I have the money to buy that? And he's like, well, for one, you can buy it for like $50 or $100. And he's like, reaches in his pocket. And he's like, I have 100. You can buy one. And he ends up buying V. Who is the last of the group to discover that Chandler and Monica are in a relationship? This one's freaking easy. Well, we know it's not Joey. We know it's not Rachel, because Joey's the one that finds out first. And then we have the episode where Rachel and Phoebe end up trying to get Chandler to hit on Phoebe. And then Joey's like, get him to take off your bra. He's scared of bras. The answer is Ross. How many sisters does Joey have? Chandler ended up kissing one, and it's 7. Joey auditions to, and that'd be a lot of sisters. Oh my God, that'd be horrible. Joey auditions to be the host of which new game show? Bamboozled. I almost wanted to actually do a little bit of that for this and get some friends together and do that, but I am not really good at this whole live thing, so I'm just giving it a shot. But Ross created a comic book character when he was a child called Science Boy. What was his superpower? God damn, Ross. A superhuman thirst of knowledge. And Phoebe ends up stealing that because she robbed him when he was little. Where did Rachel buy her apothecary table after pretending to Phoebe it came from a flea market? And Ross bought the same one, ends up, I think they all were gonna have dinner over at Ross's, and Phoebe was on the way. Rachel got there first, so then she's like, you can't have the same table. You gotta cover it up. And so he's like, I bought some sheets from there too, and he ends up covering it up, and they spilt wine, and Ross is all scared, or not scared, but he was mad, like, oh my gosh, my table! And she's like, come on, it's like a 50-cent sheet. But it was from Pottery Barn, which Phoebe thinks is the devil. What was the name of Rachel's childhood dog that died after being hit by an ice cream truck? Lapu. During which public holiday did Chandler discover his parents were getting divorced? That's easy. What holiday does he not like? Thanksgiving. Come on, people. A co-worker named Bob continually calls Chandler by which incorrect name? Toby. Which two characters get addicted to stolen cheesecake? So this person keeps getting cheesecake delivered, and it got delivered down to Monica's house, which maybe at that time, oh yeah, because Rachel was across the street or the hall. So Chandler and Monica were living together. So it was Chandler and Rachel. And I just love that scene where they end up spilling it, and they're sitting there with forks eating all the parts that are on the ground, and Joey walks up and just whips out a fork. What are we eating? How much did Joey bid for the boat that he ended up buying at a charity auction? And he thought, oh, I thought that was the price of the boat. And then he's like, how much is the actual total of that boat? And he's like, 25,000. He's like, oh, I was so close. But it was 20,000. What is Rachel's father's profession? Works in an ER. Doctor, surgeon. What was the name of the man's lipstick that Joey helped advertise? Oh my gosh, there's no way I don't even think I could say that. Ichiban. I think it was, yeah, Japan. Yeah, okay. What is Phoebe's younger half-brother's name? He likes to burn stuff. Frank, which is also her father's name. She goes looking for her father, and I think a later season ends up meeting her half-brother. And yeah, he's weird. And then she has his babies, which is even more weird, but it was surrogate. Where were Ross and Emily supposed to get their honeymoon? Athens. What is Joey's agent's name? Estelle. Joey gets a part in a movie playing the butt double for which famous actor? I know I've heard this name before, and I have trouble with names. That's why I never could be a teacher. Well, you guys already saw that. How do you say that? It's down here, but Al Pantso? What does Ross draw on Rachel's face when she falls asleep on the plane? All right, to help you guys out a little bit, Ross gets the cat. Yeah, the cat. Hello! Hi, hello. As they're walking through the casino. It was a mustache on the face. Well, that's where mustaches are. Chandler's father goes by which drag queen's name? Okay, another one I'm not going to be able to get. Helena Handbasket. All right, last two. Which one? Choose. Which one do you think? We'll go with this one. Where does David, the science guy, move in order to take part in a 3-year research trip? That would suck. Minskin. I could say it in my head. Miskins. What was Ross and Rachel's college band called? I guess I don't pay attention enough. I could just see I think it was Chandler's hair and Ross is all down. Yeah. The old 80s. No way. I wonder if they would have said that. No way, man. Last two questions. Chandler pretends to move to what country in order to end his relationship with Janice? Oh my God, Chandler Bang. Yemen. I'm going to Yemen. When we get there, can I stay with you? And then I think he like runs out and just keeps. Didn't he just keep on? Oh no, he tried to sneak out. I thought he like got off, but then that was when he said the whole fact about, hey, can I stay with you? All right, what name? Okay, last one right here. And we might even end at 32 minutes. What names were given to the 3 triplets that Phoebe gave birth to? You got Frank Jr., Leslie, and my favorite, Chandler! Chandler's a girl! Chandler's a girl! Oh my god, flashbacks, flashbacks. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep dragging this in, well, yeah, not intro, I was going to say this exit out any longer. We might hit 32, but I think I'm just going to get off of here as fast as I can because I just worked an 8.5-hour day. So I hope you guys, because I don't see anybody online at this exact moment, I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this later, please comment down below your answers. Comment down below if you actually liked this. And I would actually like to kind of do like a different style of this later in the future. So you never know, if you watch this, maybe you'll end up knowing the secrets when I actually do it. And hopefully one of these days I'll be able to do it for money. So like, subscribe, go watch another video. So then maybe I can get paid. So then maybe I can do something like a Mr. Beast style. So with further ado, goodbye. Goodbye. Good.